Upon KFC's arrival in Africa, it became immediately apparent that one of their key ingredients was in shortage: chickens. Bill Gates, the business tycoon, spotted an opportunity and seized it, realizing that American fried chicken might become a staple food in Africa if the right plan was implemented. In this video, you'll see how Bill Gates is supporting KFC Take Over in Africa in no time. To begin, the famous KFC fried chicken brand has maintained its rapid expansion across the African continent. Despite dwindling consumer demand and intense rivalry from the inside, the American firm remains sure of its recipe for success. Last year, KFC celebrated 50 years in business in South Africa, the location of its first stop in Africa. Today, the fast food chain has franchises in over 25 African countries. KFC is aiming for the growing and increasingly affluent middle class in Africa. As reported by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, poultry consumption in the sub-Saharan Africa is expected to grow by 270% from 2000 levels to 2030. Consumers in the urban middle class are driving much of this expansion because they view fast food, typically more expensive than street food, as a sign of social status. And yes, when KFC expanded to Africa, they weren't going to come to Africa like a lone wolf. In the form of aid, philanthropy, and all the good plans they claim for Africa, the United States government and the Bill Gates Foundation decided to invest in KFC to promote food safety and aid Africa's small farmers. KFC in Africa needed access to a reliable supply of high-quality chicken to expand there. For Africa's small-scale poultry growers, this was too much to ask. Bill Gates announced a massive investment in chicken in Africa at the same time KFC began sales throughout the continent and needed chicken. Damn! Bill Gates' Africa's chicken investments were built on 4 reasons he gave us. So stay glued to this video as we will be sharing Bill Gates' reasons for investing in chicken farms in Africa. Be the judge. Be the judge of this channel, and if you like what you see, subscribe to access exclusive content on everything Bill Gates is doing. Now, when KFC ventured into Africa, the Wall Street Journal even reported the problem: Ghana's chicken farmers aren't professional enough to satisfy the chain's requirements. The indigenous chickens in Africa fell short of the standard set by the KFC. KFC needs a consistent supply of chickens that fit their model of generating enormous, fast-growing birds by feeding them a mash of soybeans, corn, fish meal, and rendered animal remains to expand. This is necessary for the growth of these businesses. According to an article published in MotherJones.com, both the Bill Gates Foundation and the United States government provide financial support to businesses to encourage the development of value chains. These value chains are business relationships that link small farmers in Africa to sellers of agricultural inputs, like those big buyers of corn and soy. These buyers convert these commodities into feed, which they subsequently resell to huge chicken wholesalers. These chicken wholesalers are betting their future growth on the ability to serve KFC's expansion in Africa. Do you see the chain of activities happening here? The Bill Gates Foundation's funding of TechnoServe, an international charity that promotes business solutions, is also contributing to replacing subsistence farming and traditional African diets with factory farming, including producing industrially fed soybean chickens.
Well.
TechnoServe is not the only firm to have received fundings from the Bill Gates Foundation to invest in soybean. There are others, and we will soon make them known to you, so stay tuned. In the meantime, let's go back to 2016, when Gates suddenly decided to bet on chickens. He said, "I am optimistic about poultry's potential to reduce poverty in Africa." His reasons are as follows. They require little effort and money to maintain. They're a good investment. They keep children healthy. They empower women. Well, we are holding our views on Bill Gates' Africa chicken investment reasons. It was for you to digest. On GatesNotes.com, Bill Gates said, "Our foundation is betting on chickens. Alongside partners throughout sub-Saharan Africa, we're working to create sustainable market systems for poultry. These systems must ensure farmers can buy birds that have been appropriately vaccinated and are well suited to the local growing conditions. Our goal is to eventually help 30% of the rural families in sub-Saharan Africa raise improved breeds of vaccinated chickens, up from just 5% now. Now you tell us where all their enhanced breeds of vaccinated chickens will end up after they've been bred in Africa. Please tell us where you guess in the comment section below." In addition, with the support of agribusiness giant Cargill, Bill Gates funded an $8 million 4-year soy pipeline project in Mozambique and Zambia. According to the business executing the initiative, TechnoServe, the end market for soy comprises 7 of Zambia's most prominent chicken distributors. When Andrew Eder, a representative for TechnoServe handling Bill Gates' Africa chicken project, was asked if he was concerned that his project was ready to catapult the fast food sector into Africa, Andrew said the company aims to connect farmers to the most important markets, local, regional, or global, for their crops or products. He made the following statements. "Our focus is on improving the soy value chain in order to increase the incomes of the smallholder farms with whom we will work." Well, clearly no representative will come frank with their inner goals.
Exactly.
Let's pretend you were in charge. You would have said, Bill Gates is funding us to increase production of soybeans in Africa, which are then used to feed chickens, which is then sent to the KFC slaughterhouse, where they are butchered and transformed into a mix of a good recipe. Surely you wouldn't do that, or will you? Bill Gates' true motivations, whether indeed mobile, to help African farmers. We now know that KFC receives massive help from Bill Gates' Africa chicken investment to end poverty in Africa. Bill Gates is a well-known philanthropist, and Bill Gates' African deeds go considerably beyond KFC. He's a man who's also centered on climate change, and we have this exciting video right here for you. Bill Gates' Green Revolution project to combat climate change. You will find it informative. To those who have been following along, thank you.